Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. And Mike, just me and you.
That's it. Just me and you.
Just me and you. Brother Bill's went and had his knee replaced Tuesday, and he's over at the hospital. And Mike was over visiting him yesterday, and I called him there about an hour or so ago, and just to check on him. So. He's come through the surgery and stuff pretty well. He said his knee was getting worse. He said it's actually getting worse every day. I guess the pain that first day they had him up walking, and probably the pain medicine a little bit helping that, and so he says, so anyway, he's got a lot of rehab to go to, Mike.
Got a lot of rehab.
We wish him the best. There's no doubt about that. We sure do. Better say hello to Dad.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Say hello
Okay,
to Dad.
Dad. And tomorrow is his birthday.
Yes, it sure is.
And we got a little surprise birthday party planned for him after the activities building at the church there at Kellytown, and Saturday at 3:00. We hope to have a good crowd and be 81. So you're getting a little older, Mike.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit older.
No, I said you are.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I know, Daddy. I said you are. Yeah, anyway.
I'm done too old now.
Yeah, Lordy.
Too many miles on me, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. But anyway, I want to say hello to Polly and to Gay. Gay's in. With Bill being in the hospital, he had his knee worked on. Gay came in and kind of checked on things for him and this, that, and the other. So we're glad to see her here. We got some fishing film. Mike Trail and oh, by the way, they're offline on streaming, but you can watch the show on Facebook. Just log into Facebook and it's should be right there. You got to go to BBB Communications and then on Facebook, and then you'll be able to watch the show. So, which I don't know everybody being able to hear us is watching it anyway. But we got a computer that's down that puts that thing out there on the internet, and they've been trying to get it fixed and may have to replace it. So hopefully we'll be back on the air next week, or at least on the internet with the show where you can stream it. But you can watch it on Facebook, and that's going to be an every week thing. I bet that's my sister Vicky. Let's see what she says. Hello. Uh-oh. Missed it. Hey, Tony.
Hey.
I was calling earlier because my granddaughter, she's on that, helping him get a picture of those fish. I was wanting to see which one they is.
Oh, well, of course, we can do that. Dylan, put them crappie up there. Tony just keeps getting them, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, there's the three big ones. And then we're going to go to the next picture. It shows the whole, there you go. There she is, Tony.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at the granddaughter. You can catch them fish every week. She's a nice one.
Thank you. We had 22 then. That one there, she got her hand on like 3 pounds.
Oh, man. Dadgum. But them some nice looking crappie, every one of them, I tell you. A 3-pounder, boy. Gum, Tony, that's pretty good.
Well, we can't get past 22. That's far as we can get.
Well, I tell you what, as bad as Mike and I are doing a bass fishing, we may have to get some minnows. Mike's shaking his head, yeah. So you know what that means.
Yeah, get ready, ain't
Yeah, he's thinking about it right now, I guarantee you, after seeing that picture. But tell your granddaughter we said hello, Tony, and appreciate you getting the picture to us. What area of the lake was you on this time?
I was fishing Twin Canyon, Rockwood.
between Caney and Rockwood. All right. Man, that sounds good. How deep were they?
About 22 foot deep.
About 22 foot.
Water temperature 74 was,
Yeah. Well, do you feel like that that they change deaths from week to week a lot of times or sometimes, Tony?
the last few weeks have been a lot deeper than that.
Uh-huh.
Up a little now.
Well, that's and I think that what you just said, that water temperature down to 74, and them pulling water like they are, you know, I have a tendency to believe the fish come up a little bit, and what I've found over the years they do when, you know, in that type of situation. So if somebody's watching, they need to just kind of try in that range from 20 to 30 feet until they find them. What do you think?
I mean, some places you fish, you think you catch something, you couldn't catch nothing. You go somewhere else, they be there.
Yeah, well, I can relate to that for sure, without a doubt. But hey, appreciate you calling in, and I guess you're going to go back. Well, I don't know. Now this bad weather's supposed to move in here next week.
Yeah, we're going to go Saturday.
Okay, all right. Well, send me another picture.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay, Tony. Appreciate you, buddy. All right.
See,
Boy, that's good. That's a good mess of crappie.
you ain't kidding.
I mean, a dandy mess. That's shucks far. Whew. Yeah, man. Them sure eat good.
Yeah, yeah.
Without a doubt. Them will eat good. We've got a little bit of film. I think I've got about 11 minutes or so, Mike, you and I shot, and then let's see, that was Saturday night.
Saturday
on the
night.
2nd.
Yeah.
And then Wes and I went back on Sunday night, the 3rd, and you and Brad was out together on the 3rd. Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure we were good and definitely sure on that. I'm going to write that down. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, folks, we got some film, and I know Dave Fulton's probably watching. But we caught a few fish Saturday night.
We did.
Right?
We
Yeah,
did.
we sure did. And not going to say any more about it till we show the film. Dylan, why don't you go ahead and show that on my camera? Show the second and the third. Just play it all, and then we'll come back and talk about it. All right. All right, folks. Saturday night here. There's not but a few boats out, and Mike and I are here at the boat ramp, and we're going to start right here on this first point coming out from the boat ramp, and run into a little boat incident up here on the road. The guy lost his trailer off the back of his truck, towed his boat off down in the woods, and so we're going out here and see what we can come up with. Remember our sponsors, folks, and it's Let's Go Fishing. We're going to try them out here, Bill. Bill had to cancel out on us tonight, and he said catch one for him, Mike.
Okay.
So we'll definitely do that.
All right. Steve got one on that spinnerbait there.
Yeah, sure did, Mike. I hope I get a bunch more of them tonight on that spinnerbait.
Yeah.
Just between me and you. Yeah, boy, hold still, bud. All right.
Nice little fish.
Nice little fish, too.
All right.
There you
Bring
go.
back and going again.
Number one.
We'll get him again next time.
Get off.
All right.
Trying to get off. Here he comes. He's coming like a rocket. There he is.
That's different there, isn't it?
Got him in, Mike.
Yeah, we got him.
Done good.
He's a little bit bigger than that other one.
Yeah. Yeah, he jumped the water out there about 3 foot high.
Yes, sir.
He sure did.
All right.
Got my jig all tangled up, ain't he?
Yeah.
Sure has. Now then. Oh, yeah. All right. He hit that thing on the end of the cast
Yeah.
just as it hit the bottom.
Yeah.
There he is. Got the jig, ain't you, Mike?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You got her, Bill. That
Yeah.
fish warm as toast, Mike.
Yeah.
Warm as
Guarantee.
toast.
I tell you, he's gone.
Keep going, dude.
All right.
All right, Mike's got one throwed up here in the boat. Attaboy, Mike.
Yeah.
That's number 3.
Kelly green and black.
Kelly green and black.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. We'll get another bite here maybe. We may come up on the right color here in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Good job. All right. That Mike's throwed another fish in the boat right here now and let one jump off down there. That's number 4 in the boat or 5, Mike?
5.
Number 5 in
You
the boat.
missed number 4 with the dip net.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get back at it here. See what we can do. All right. There's Mike with a good fish right there now. If we don't let him get off there, Mike. Got him. All righty. Give yourself a little line. Good boy. Got a boy, Mike. That's number 6. Number 6 in the boat. Okay. Getting a little better here now. Getting a little better. Yeah, boy.
Me?
Yeah, he is. I got the lens all fogged up here. Yeah, that's gummit. All right. You get off.
You're jumping out there.
Yeah, got a jumper, Mike. Got a jumper. Here he comes. You got it. Buddy. Yeah, boy. That's one of them big, fat, nice slickers
Yeah, that's one of
Bill's talking about.
Yes,
Bill,
sir.
that's for you right there, old buddy.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. That's for you.
it is a nice one. Okay.
That is a nice fish right there, Mike.
Yeah, he's 20 inches or better.
He sure is. Hold still, buddy. That coming. I'll have to net you again. Then get my hook out there. Now then, get you off the net here. See where that hook's at. Got so much bait in his mouth. Can't figure it out. Come here, bud. Son of a gun. I don't want to mess that trailer up. See, there's the point of the hook. Quit biting me. Quit biting me now. Quit biting me. Yeah, there we go. Come on, pop out of there. Dadgummit. Let's see, Mike. Oh, got to come back around this way. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got him. Yeah, boy. Buddy, that's a nice fish right
Real
there.
nice
buddy.
fish right there. You ain't kidding.
Huh?
You ain't kidding.
That's a good one. All right. There you go, buddy. He's gone.
Going to.
All right, folks. I know. I believe that's a largemouth, right?
Yeah, Kentucky, huh? Lord, man.
Sure is.
All right. Little large man.
Yeah.
Okay, we stay after me.
All right, Mike. Got another fish on here. Sounds like a pretty good one, too. Hold on, Mike. Oh, you got him. All right. That's a big old Kentucky. No, another largemouth. Okay. That's a little better fish than what I had hold of there a minute ago. Good deal. Yeah, buddy. All righty. Yeah. Okay. We'll take that. Yeah, that's a nice one. All right, let's get another. We might be getting on something here. That moon's come out. These fish may be biting here. All right, Mike's got another fish on right here. That's another good largemouth, Mike. Oh, missed him in the net. You got him. All right. Yeah, that gum. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Been here on this place, ain't they?
Yeah, them largemouths here now. Yeah, that's two good keeper largemouth right there. If you was fishing a tournament, them would be dandies.
Yeah.
All right, back in the water. Okey-dokey. All right, folks, I don't know if you can see what's going on here or not, but Mike and I had fish on, two of them, both of us at the same time. We doubled up. Got two dandy smallmouth there in the bottom of the boat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike, that's exactly what you got to do right there. Yeah, boy. All righty.
Two different baits.
Two different baits. Yes, sir. Yep, that's what you got to do, Mike. All righty. I've lost count of how many we've caught. I know we've missed about as many as we've caught, though, or more. All right, let's get at it again. All right, folks, Mike got another good fish right there. Here, let me get the net, Mike. Oh, yeah. Good boy. That's a good one. I got him. All right. There you go, Mike. There you go. Dang lens is fogged up.
You know?
Yeah, just did. Yeah, then. Good fish. I gotta watch my rod. My line's out up there. Turn him around sideways, Mike. Yeah, boy. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, buddy. Another nice, big, fat slicking.
Yeah.
As Bill says.
That's
All right. All right, Mike's got a big one there. Atta boy, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's another nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one. That gum lens is fogged up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Meaner than a
snake.
junkyard dog.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. Yeah, you had him hooked good.
Yeah, him look good, yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's a good fish right there. All right, Mike. I don't know how many we've got in the boat now. Okay, folks, Wes and I are back up here on Norris Lake Sunday night after church, and he's got our first fish right there. Good deal. He's not a giant, but he's a starter.
Yep.
All right, Wes. You done good. Turn around sideways, son. Atta buddy. All right, good picture. Let's do it. All right, back in the water. There he goes. All right, get you another. Let's get started.
All right. First spell we got.
Oh, Lordy, yeah. Oh, Lordy, yeah, Wes. Don't miss that. Whatever you do, that's a pretty good fish right there. Come on up here, bud. Here he comes, then. Well,
Never mind.
I thought he was. You want me to net him while you film? He's coming up right now. I didn't get enough supply with it, but just hold on. Hold on. Now then, I'll get him. I got him now. Come here, bud. Whoa, now. Just take it easy. Come back here. Got him now. All right. Yeah, boy, we'll take that. We'll take that, Wes. Boy. Look at there. Boy, that hook just fell out. Just fell out. Good picture of him, ain't you?
Yep.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Got my Yeah, I think we might have lost the audio on that last part of that, Dylan. I don't know. We never did hear anything back here. But anyway, Wes and I had a slow night, and you and Brad had a slow night.
Yeah, on Sunday night.
Sure did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Saturday night when you and I were up there, I can't remember. Well, I know. I was throwing the the new copper crawl jig. And you were throwing the copper crawl.
Yeah,
right.
But
The
cloud cover was in.
That's
when
right.
we got there.
That's right.
And
Really?
up to
Yeah.
about 1 o'clock there, and then all of a sudden it just. And we kind of struggled up till then, and then when that dang clouds moved out and that moon popped out, and we started catching them, and done real good there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not counting all the ones we missed. But you're right. I forgot about that. It was a slow night.
Yeah.
Up to about midnight, and the clouds just kind of kept everything hazed over. The moon, actually, we never saw the moon till right about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it started peeking out every once in a while. There, just a glimpse of it for 10 or 15 seconds, seemed like. But when that moon popped out, it come alive up there.
Yeah, we could tell that the clouds were moving out, looking back down towards Andersonville. Boat dock there, you could see the lighted, tell that the sky was clearing, and sure enough, when it cleared up, we had a pretty decent little trip. If we could have stayed all night, no telling what we'd have done.
Well,
if they kept biting.
I don't know, that it seemed like when that fog come in, we had to run away from that fog and stay out of it. We could do fairly good, but then all of a sudden that fog just coming in from everywhere, and we had to go.
That's true. We a couple of times we've been up there. And that's funny. One little deal, you'll be there, and it'll be coming out of Mill Creek, blowing up towards Lost Creek. And then the next thing you know, you're in Lost Creek and you're fogged in, and the closer you get towards Andersonville or Point 19, the clearer it gets, and you'll stop and fish, and you just kind of stay ahead of the fog. It's hard to get a bite in that fog, I'll tell you.
It's funny up there because you're sitting there and the wind's blowing out of Big Ridge.
Yeah.
And coming across from your right, and as you're looking up the sea, and then you start up there and get past Pilot Island, and all of a sudden here it is coming from your left side, coming across through there, and then you get up toward Hickory Star, and it's blowing back out of the right again,
Right.
And the next Sail Creek, I believe it is up there, is coming back out of the left, so it just, I don't know, it seems like that water just makes it suck that air down through there, and it brings that fog in.
Yeah. It does do that. That's a fact. But the water temperature, 74, 77 degrees. With all the cloud cover we had last week, the water temperature cooled off.
It did a little bit.
On the surface. But I made a point there to tell Mike, I said, that fish, one of the fish I caught, got him off the hook, and he was warm as toast.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, when he came about 24 foot of water.
Yeah.
So, the water is still warm in that depth, without a doubt. And that's something. But we caught those fish on jigs, and might have caught a fish or two on a spinner bait. I think I caught the first one on a spinner bait, and maybe another one. I didn't throw it much after that. Throwed it a little bit, but not real heavy, like I like to do. And they just hard to get them to hit that spinner bait, Mike. Yeah. And that fish hit when the cloud cover was right after we got there. Just it got dark. That fish hit that spinner bait, and fished it there several more casts and never got another bite on it. And then we changed places, and we picked the jig up and that kind of thing. So stayed kind of more with it then than I did the spinner bait. And that fog is definitely a no-no. I mean, we've run from it for years up there, and it's hard to get a bite in that fog whenever it especially, and it seems like you notice that fog more when the moon is up pretty bright than you do when it's a dark of the moon. Now, I don't know why that is, but this seems like it anyway.
And you start getting that temperature at night dropping down there 10, 15 degrees below what that water temperature is, and you can look for that fog to be coming off there.
Yeah, I wished you'd brought all them baits since you was up there last night. That half a bushel of baits that you had laying there on the floor of the boat. Wished you'd brought them over here and dumped them out on the desk, and because all you done was change baits last night.
Well, I done a lot of it. I tell you what, after what we done on Saturday night, and then when we went back Sunday night, thinking, man, we're gonna kill them tonight because we ain't got to wait for them clouds to get out of here and all that, and for the moon to come out and it's bright and moonlight, and all of a sudden get up there and throw. I said, what in the world's wrong with these fish?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, because Wesley and I, which Wesley, he didn't stick with me much. He was already napping on me, and wasn't long after we got there, and had some bites and missed them, but it was awful slow there Sunday night. It was definitely slow. I had to work Monday, thankful for that. So we didn't stay long. I think about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, Wesley and I were on the trailer, and we left you and Brad up there, I guess. And so we caught a couple of fish, missed a few fish, and that was about it. What we put in the boat. Wesley had several strikes, but he missed them too, and
yeah.
It's don't ask me how we're missing all them fish. I really don't. I haven't got it figured out yet. But they're getting off, and just can't keep them hooked up. I mean, that's the bottom line. Just trying what we can different types of jigs with a different hook in it, and this, that, and the other, and still having the same problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That good fish that I saw there on the camera that I caught with me and Wesley, shucks, the hook just fell, and laid him down there and grabbed a hold of him. The hook just fell out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And he was all over the place out there before I got him there in the net, and that kind of thing. But we're not going to give up on them. September, this depends on what this hurricane weather does next week, and that kind of thing.
Well, I got an awesome strike last night, I'll say that. I throwed out there and made hit the water, and I turned around there and looked down at the depth finder and said, well, I need to turn the trolling motor up just a little. Had my back kind of about half turned to the cast and reached down there and bumped that dial up just a little bit. That was my rod jerks out like that. I thought, my God, it's a bat come through there. He must have been flying about 100 miles an hour. I reckon he hit that line and took off out there with it. I jerked that rod out of my hand.
Yeah, them bat strikes are vicious, Mike. They really are, without a doubt.
I mean, they covered up there with bats. Right?
They sure are. Anyway, let's go, Dylan. Let's go to the film that Mike's got and show that, and then we'll come back. All righty. We'll just get rid of all the film we got, and that way we can.
Okay, folks. Saturday night again. Steve and Wesley's out here somewhere. They got in a little bit before me. I'm up here on north. Got right out of half a moon, so we're going to get rigged up here and start throwing after them and see what we can do with them. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have a few of them big brown fish to show you. Remember the sponsors. Let's go fishing. Okay, folks, I got one little one anyway. Very big. He bit. So. Let's throw him back, see if we can get one a little bigger. Okay, folks, there's one. Missed 2 or 3 and got I don't know how many hits, but finally caught one. We get after a few more of them.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, Mike, to show two catches. That's all you caught, wasn't it?
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all the film you had on your camera?
On that one, I think it had some of me and Brad there on.
Okay.
The other one.
Okay. So it's on a different camera.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, you done told us about the bad deal you had last night. Listen, I got a picture of a, show that Toyota Land Cruiser picture there. Dylan. There you go. A 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser. It had a new engine put in it not long ago. Nice vehicle, and they're wanting $5,000 for it. Great friend of mine, 615. Let me make sure I get this right. Have to put my glasses on. 708-2956. So that thing's got a towing package and everything on it. Nice vehicle. Yeah, that's a deer hunter special, Mike. Yeah. So if you're looking for a vehicle there, call that number. They'd be more than glad to talk to you about it. And like I said, it's in pretty good shape. So check that out. And
I don't think it's ever been off the road, had it?
No, not that I know of. Been all on highway miles. Anyway, we got that, and we're moving right along. I'm not mistaken. I wish Michael Trail or Eric could call in over here and verify the next East Tennessee Sportsman Association meeting, Mike.
Yeah.
Maybe they will. I think it's on the 19th. Let's make sure.
I think that was the date I heard him say, too.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, this little thing right here. Yeah, on the 19th. I think they were going, that was their next scheduled meeting because of some meetings they had on the aquatic vegetation there on Watts Bar. They were going to meet. They canceled it, but I'm pretty sure it's the 19th coming up here. We got deer season coming up here in the next few days. I think dove season's already open. It's on like that, and we got several of the tournament trail classics coming up here. End of this month, first of next month.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see who this is right here. Let's see. Just a second. 708-2956. That's a 615 number. Cell phone on the Toyota Land Cruiser. 615-708-2956. Yeah. All righty. We got, several of the tournaments finishing up, and a lot of the through the week tournaments are finished up, and this, that, and the other. So we're getting into the fall season. Wesley, the high school guys, they're fishing on the 18th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Saturday week, if I do believe. No, it's not the 18th. It'll be the 16th. On the 16th, Saturday week, they'll be fishing. I think they're fishing on Watts Bar, then the Cherokee, and then the Norris. All this high school fall fishing is going to start here this month. Then they'll always have some other tournaments that they get credit for, but these three right here are the Roane County High School, I guess you'd call it the Tri-County High School Club out of Kingston, and because Coalfield, Wartburg, Sunbright, Midway, Kingston, Rockwood, all those schools are participating in this area right here in those tournaments. So we're looking forward to that. And that's getting to be, that's going to be a big thing here, and that kind of thing. While we're talking about that, Glenn Reynolds, talked with Glenn today, and I get off at 5 and they close at 5.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to get with them down there, and it has been for the last couple of months. So I have to call Glenn on the phone. They got several new expresses in, center consoles, crappie boats. Got a bass boat in today, also. And he's got the duck boats down there for the duck hunters. And if you need a boat to, a lot of people hunt the Thief Neck Island and hunt these islands, Mike, for them deer. So you got to have a boat to get out there.
Yes.
You need one that's open hull, I guess, to haul your deer back.
Oh,
and they've got the camo boats down there at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and so give them a call about that. And then also, guys and gals, they've got the side-by-sides down there too, 2-seater, 4-seater, and a 5-seater, and you need something to get around out there in the woods, and what I'm hearing about the side-by-sides, there's some out there that's pretty expensive.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And his are not that expensive, but they're nice vehicles. You could save yourself several $1,000s by just making a little drive down there and looking at them. And they're on the internet. You can go to www.reynoldsracing.com, and they've got pictures of those things and details of what's on them and that kind of stuff. And they can put a lot more on one if you want it. But do give, if you're looking for one of those side-by-sides or a fishing boat, that Express is a good deal.
Oh, definitely.
Ain't no two ways about it. I talked to Glenn today. We may have him over here in the next week or so, and we're going to probably bring that cut out, and I'm really trying to get it set up where we can go down there and do a show.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Go down there and film it, and if we can't do it live, just film it and then bring it back over here and play it, because it kind of just shows how they start out with the transom and stuff, the back portion of the boat, and how it starts in one corner with nothing, and then by the time it gets to this side over here, it's got all kinds of gussets and braces.
Oh, yeah.
All that kind of stuff in it. So that's a good thing. But those boats are stout.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
They are strong. Don't let nobody kid you. And they got about 5 or 6 different hull designs for them, a tunnel hull and this kind of thing, and just chuck shallow water, run that thing in 4 to 5 inches of water on the jet drives, and just on and on, if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. But anyway, want to remember the sponsors and Reynolds for sure, and Tim's Tires. Paperwork over here. Here we go. Citizens First Bank, Edgemore Outdoors, Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candies, and the sign shop. Mike, have you got the sign up down there at Rockwood yet?
She hasn't got it in yet, but I think may have to end up going and getting it.
Okay. Mike's you got the pole up and all that good stuff there at Jerry's Bait Shop, so you need to get the sign.
Yeah, that's it. You're waiting
Okay.
on the.
All right, and
Got to get the sign made.
got to get the sign made. Okay, then Amy fixed Bill up a couple of shirts.
Yes.
So that he'd have plenty of shirts to wear while he's over in rehab, without a doubt. I didn't hear Jason Foster they may be finished up with their tournament there on Tuesday night. Hadn't heard from Jason this week, so maybe they are. Jason, if you're listening, you're Roger 1, give us a call over here and let us know if the tournament's over with, and we'll go from there. Michael Trail, Eric, if you're listening, let us know about the East Tennessee Sportsman Association meeting, when the next one is, because we're into September, and if I remember right, it'll be next week. On that.
12?
Yeah, I think that's right, wasn't it? It's either the 12th or the 19th. The 12th is the second Tuesday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they'll call in. If not, I'll check with Willie and next week or tomorrow and see and get for sure when that's going to happen.
We got Trail's number there. Call him.
Yeah.
Or call Willie, either one.
Yeah. I won't do it here on the show. I'm hoping that one of them will call in over here. And let's see what Michael Trail says here. And nope.
All right. Them fish up there the other night, me and Brad was there. I caught one heck of a catfish. That's some gun. I thought he was going to pull my arm off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you what.
Brad told me about the catfish.
Yeah. He kept running down that boat, and I'd keep trying to pull it. I was going around and around a circle with him.
Hey, Michael. Hey, when is the next East Tennessee Sportsman Association meeting? The 19th. Okay, I was telling everybody it's the 12th. The 19th. All right. We knew it's one of the two, but wasn't for sure. You guys watching the show, ain't you? Well, I don't know. I was hoping you'd call me, but was you?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Why don't you? Have you got a good fishing report? If you do, call him. You ain't. Oh, dadgum, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right then. I understand that. Got to take care of them wives, don't we? All right, Mike. Listen, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you. Hopefully, see you the 19th. All right, bud. See you, Mike.
Brad was down there at Watch Bar, I think, on Friday, and fished with Greg. And Greg's getting better from his knee surgery there, and knee replacement, and they done pretty good from what he told me there. He said probably his best 5 would go around 15, 16 pound or something like that. And they had 2 pretty nice ones, and but caught a lot of fish. And them small ones, he said, man, they was pretty nice too. But now they was catching some fish on top water.
Yeah. Well, another guy told me, Mike, and he's been fishing that tournament up there, right above Polecat Creek there, out of that little pocket there. I forgot what they call that. Anyway, that, and he's won several and of them, and he's catching them fish on top water there in the evening. On them flats.
Brad said it slowed down after about 12 o'clock or so there. Just kind of slacked off as far as the top water bite. But he said them little ones, he said, knocking the heck out of them worms and stuff out there. They was fishing on the channel up there and outside that milfoil, you know. And they get a lot of strikes, caught a lot of little fish up through there. So
right.
They're getting pretty active and mean, you know.
Yeah. That's true. And, like I said, this feller, they're fishing now that little old pocket there above Polecat Creek, and that's what he's doing is throwing that top water plug out on them flats. And, they weighing in 14, 15 pounds.
Well, the way Brad described it to me, the fish was coming beside the milfoil back out because he was throwing the rats and all that stuff on top of it. And he said you wouldn't get a strike across the milfoil, but once you got to the side of it or coming away from it, that's when one hit it.
Yeah.
So evidently they're not buried into the milfoil. They're just using it to lay alongside of it, use it as an ambush point or something, or because of the water temperature or whatever. But I don't know if they done much flipping in it, punching through it or whatever up through there. But,
Right.
anyway,
It's
started to get better.
yeah. Well, I think it's due, like I said the other week. That moving water creates oxygen, and it's a little bit, probably a little. The water temperature's down, I know for sure, and to what it was. So there's nothing about them fish out there on them flats, man. While they're hunting food.
Yeah, they sure are. They sure are.
Without a doubt. So we'll get in with that. That may be Jeff Phillips knocking on the door. Just about guarantee it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dylan, how about giving us a little commercial break here, and we'll see who that is. All right. Jeff was going somewhere, and I told him, he said he'd just. Hey folks, I'm back here at Tim's Tires, and you saw the intro on the door, and they are also open on Saturdays from 8 to 12:30. And I'm just looking at these tires. They've got lawnmower tires, they've got the small tractor tires, even the big tractor tires, and all these tires right here are for trucks and automobiles, vans, that kind of thing. And they've just got a warehouse full of tires, bringing them in all the time and shipping them out all the time. So if you're needing that set of tires, please come by here at Tim's Tires, Highway 27, going into Harriman. On the left, it'll be on the right if you're coming from Harriman. And like I said, this place is just stacked full of tires, brands, all kinds. Sizes, all kinds, and if they just happen not to have the size or kind you're wanting and the size, just give them a call down here and they'll have it for you, usually by the next day and sometimes by dinner time that day. So remember Tim's Tires, and let them know you appreciate them being a sponsor of the Let's Go Fishing Show.
Drownings are a leading cause of death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Always watch them in and around water. Properly fence all pools and stay away from drains. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more. Because you never know which pool safety step will save a life until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Food.
Okay, we're back. Looks like we're back, Mike. Blue Ridge Bassmasters, they got a tournament this coming Saturday, September the 9th, Watts Bar, Tom Fuller Park.
Yes.
So I think all their tournaments are safe light till
tomorrow be your last day to practice.
Yeah, that's true. Ain't no doubt about that. But that's Blue Ridge Bassmasters. They'll be at Watts Bar at Tom Fuller Park Saturday morning. If you want to get involved in that. And they do meet the first Monday of every month over here at Shoney's in Oak Ridge, back there in the back. If you're interested in getting in their club, they'd love to have you. I guarantee you. I need to go by and visit with those guys one Monday evening when they meet again. And they're a good bunch of guys. We got the Volunteer Bass Trail, Phoenix Boats, and their next tournament is September the 30th. September the 30th. Remember that, and that's on Old Hickory at Bulls Creek Ramp. So remember that tournament right there, and plus they've got one more left, and it's on Center Hill. So James Knuckles want to remember that. Let's see. The Tennessee Team Trail, their classic's coming up here October the 21st and 22nd, and that'll be on Cherokee. Want to remember that. And let's see. I think we got one more right here. Yeah, White Pine Marine. Their next tournament is September the 23rd, and it's on Cherokee at the 25E Bridge. So we're about to get into this fall fishing, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt, it's definitely coming. And I don't know if the dock restoration. I did notice that they put the wheelchair ramp on the dock at Little Emery.
Yeah.
You know, it was a set of steps to start with, and now they've got a ramp. Shucks, looked like to me about 12 foot long to get back there on the grass real good. And should have shot a picture of that thing again, another picture of it. Anyway, they're you know, that's been done. I don't know how we stand on the rest of those ramps down the river down through there, but everyone that they're working on is doing good. I know we've got 3 of them in, but I don't know. I wished we'd asked Brad if they had that in at Bell Cove.
Yeah.
That'd been a good one to check on. Blue Springs, I don't know that they've got it yet.
This is a KOA job here.
Yeah.
That's the 3 here on the upper end. Is Bell Cove and KOA and Emory there.
Right.
The others is on down. I think it's Radio Tower holler there in the back. New Hope. That's what they got that name.
Yeah.
And of course, he said they had the one at Shady Oak too.
Right. That's the 3 I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And sure is. One other thing while we're talking here, Mike, I guess they got the road paved up at Point 19, didn't they?
No.
No, you're kidding.
No, they ain't done nothing to that yet, other than them patches they slapped on it.
Man,
that's the one here over there where the marina used to be at Thief Neck.
Right.
And this hogback job right here is in, I think, in the back of this holler here, across from Blue Springs, and then Bayside going around there. That should be going back into Eagle Lodge, Eagle Furnace in there, so it's in that holler there.
Right.
Of course, Blue Springs, you got that. See?
Yeah. All righty. That's a good deal. Those boat ramps are working out good, and we want to thank that gentleman that's in charge of the Parks and Recreations there in Roane County for getting that done.
They put that, redone that deal there in the back of Maple Grove down there too. See?
Yeah.
But that was in a different county.
Yeah.
But,
Right. That was TWRA. that done that one.
It might have been.
Yeah, I know it
Might have
was.
been.
I know it was. That's they done 3, and that was one of them. And the other one was over there in Whites Creek there at Roddy.
Yeah, I've been trying to take a little pressure off them dang, TVA sites or something. Something that they get no overfilled or something.
Right. That's exactly right. You know, Mike, there's just a lot more people fishing. Our pleasure boating anymore. It's doubled in the last 15, 20 years of what it used to be. And I had all those numbers at once upon a time.
I know Sandy Bottom and Hornsby both you got to pay to put in there anymore. And you know.
Yeah.
Tried to pull that deal up there at 19 like that. Trying to charge people to put in up there.
Yeah. I don't. But I don't. That wasn't going to fly. That's TVA campground, and which they are. They contract the campground out to the people that's running it now. So yeah, I wasn't worried about that.
The two they got on Chickamauga, they got them rented out to
right
to them outfits, and they're charging to put in there $5 every time you put in. Yes, sir, sure do.
Are you sure?
I know. I paid the $5. It's got the deal like down there at Center Hill where you Corps engineer deal where you come in there and you fill out the little paper and put your $5 in the box and put the other on your vehicle.
Right. Okay. I don't know about that, but I don't want to have to start paying at .19. I'll tell you that. Might have to, but what I'm wanting to do is get some people to help us get that road paved up there before cold weather hits.
Yes, sir.
Like we said 2 weeks ago, Union County's done their part, and it's real nice. And we just got about 8/10 of a mile there that we need Anderson County to step up and get their share of it.
Well, they filled the holes up, but they put humps on.
Yeah.
Well, they filled the holes up, and you can't.
Yeah, it's rough. It really is. I mean, they patched over patches, and they didn't smooth them out much.
Oh.
But you know, we're glad that which is the worse, a chug up or a chug hole. I don't know. Anyway, we sure would like to get that road paved up there here before cold weather hits. So, if you can help us out, if you're listening, and you know somebody that can, or whatever, let's put a bug in their ear about getting that road paved up there, going into .19.
Yeah.
For sure. How much time we got, Dylan?
A minute or two.
About 90 seconds. All right, folks. We're going to try to get some film this week. Might make a trip to Watts Bar, day fishing. We're going to see about that. I got to get Wesley some practice time. But come Monday night, we're going to be into this bad weather. So
it's looking that way, unless it does a lot of turning.
May have to send Mike down to crappie fish. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Could use a good mess. Anyway, we hate the streaming was out this week. Hopefully they'll get that fixed this coming week, and we'll be streaming the show. You can see it on Facebook, and it's also on YouTube and that kind of thing. I want to thank all the sponsors for sure, and God bless you all. We'll see you next week.